Hey everybody, so I wanted to give you guys a super cheap option for like a whittling knife. This is a pretty expensive Helvey whittling knife, and they're a little bit harder to come by right now because they hand make these things in limited amounts, so you're not always going to see them available. And since I do make a lot of tutorial videos and whatnot, I have to keep in mind that not everyone has a nice and dedicated whittling knife. Some of you guys are just going to have like a Swiss Army knife and whatnot, which is a great option, by the way, if you have it available to you. Mostly if you get the ones with the smaller blade on it. Definitely get, if you're going to do any whittling with your Swiss Army knife, get the smaller blade. It's going to be much better for you. But not all of you will still have access to those kind of things, but a lot of you may be able to just afford like a regular utility knife. And these are good enough options. I don't always recommend it to a lot of people, but they do work. However, if you're going to use the retractable blade ones, you will have to probably do a modification to it. I'll have a link in the video of someone else that does that, but if you don't do the modifications, the blade's a little bit loose. I personally don't like that it moves in and out. Noted these are relatively cheap. You can get them for less than $5, which makes it a viable option for a lot of people. But I want you guys to think about getting the fixed bladed utility knives if you're going to go that route. Why? Because one, it's a bit more comfortable to hold in my opinion. It's more of a rounded handle and you don't have this thing sticking in the back of your hand when you're holding on to it. To me, it fits nicer, it's a little bit lighter, and the blade does stick out just a little bit further, especially on this model, which is a great option. I think I got this one for $6, and it's just a great option. Just about the same size as a little bit shorter than the other one, maybe a little bit thicker on the handle, but really, I'm going to be completely honest, holding both of these in the hands, the fixed bladed one feels 100 times better. It feels more organic in the hands. So it's great, $6. You can get other more razor blades with them for dirt cheap. Like I saw a 200 pack for like maybe $18, $19. So if you don't feel like honing your blades for these things, and by the way, yes, you can hone your razor blades with these things. If you don't feel like doing that, you can always buy the razor blades. There are other options out there too, with the ones with the multi little position on them rather than the standard chew. You can get the ones with the 4, so you can have it extended out or in a little bit more. Noted for this one, this specific model for the Craftsman one, if you have it on the closer edge, the tip right here is going to start impacting some of the internals, but just keep that in mind. I also don't recommend you getting the coated edge blades. They are, I find them to be not as sharp. They since they sharpen them and put this little funky edge on them, I feel like they're a little bit duller, and really you're paying more money for nothing. You're going to probably have to hone it up, and then you're removing that little bit of durability that you're paying for. It's not worth it. Now there's other options out there too. Like if you wanted a regular knife option that has something similar, this one right here is the Outdoor Edge 3.5 inch Razor Light EDC. Neat knife. It looks like a regular knife at a glance, but you can probably tell as I shine it in the light, there's something different about it. Now if I press this button right here, it releases the entire blade, and it's kind of like a razor blade. Now, a nice and fancy thing that they have for this is it comes in multiple shapes and designs as well. So you can buy them in various packs. Like this one comes with, this kit that I came comes with like the regular rounded ones, but there's the flat edge ones, which I thought were pretty dang cool and could possibly be useful for doing this kind of stuff. It whittles up nice enough. Only thing about it though is the wider part right here kind of gets hung up on the wood if you do really deep cuts, but it gets the job done and is a pretty neat option to available to you. Noted more expensive than this guy. This was $6. I think this was about $25 with the extra replaceable blades, but still cool option. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you have these breakaway razor blades available to you. I 100% do not recommend this in any case for doing any sort of whittling and wood carving. These are meant for cutting boxes and whatnot. And with the serrations on there, like not the serrations, but the breakaway lines on here, they're designed to snap under certain forces. And if you can imagine, you're sitting here whittling, and then all of a sudden you're applying pressure or you twist it the wrong way, and then the edge snaps. You have this sharp piece of metal stuck into the wood where you can accidentally cut yourself if you gives way without you being ready for it, and you can possibly cut yourself. Not a great idea in any way. So definitely do not use breakaway razor blades for wood carving or anything like that. If you're gonna do anything, use the regular utility knives. I recommend the fixed bladed ones because I mean this thing it's not moving, it's not going anywhere. The handle literally clamps it shut. It's not gonna move. You can use the regular ones, retractable ones. I do highly recommend that you actually modify them on the inside. There's going to be, like I said, I'll have a video below on how you can actually do that by another person who did that. But really, if it was me, grab the fixed bladed ones. You don't have to do any modifications. It holds it tight. It's literally pinching the blade, so there's zero movement whatsoever. So great option right there. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.